Good morning, everyone. So I was searching through my grid because I really wanted to show examples of like how my brand has grown and evolved, and I have to show you. Like, obviously, your grid is not your whole brand, but it is a good visual representation of it. And right here, you can really see where it's still just witchy and kind of personal and doesn't tell like a whole story. But then this here is right before I landed my feature in Cosmo, and you can kind of see where I'm stepping more into my authority because the pictures are clearer, I look more confident. It tells a better story than before. And then this one here is a pretty big visual shift, and this is where I started turning my 5K months into 10K months, because really, like, your brand is the thing that's standing in your way. And it's like these massive shifts that have little minor tweaks associated with them that were the difference between my book deals, between my 10K months, between my six-figure year. And honestly, like, I've invested in so many different things before that I wish that if I just like really hammered down on my brand to begin with, I could have avoided a lot of wasted money. And like even with my work with Rachel, like we work on launching, we work on strategy and all of that, but it wasn't until she helped me step into my authority and my power as a person who is good at this that I really started making the big money shifts. And like speaking of Rachel, she's actually talked about this before, the difference that her brand has made between just, being great at what she does, but then tripling her revenue. Like just look at the difference between these grids here. And the thing is that she's still extremely very much herself. Like nothing has really changed except for the fact that she's stepped into this authority. And that's really what my new program provides you, is the ability to step into your authenticity. Just look at this. And this is the message that I've really like over the years brought through my tarot blog, through to my life coaching clients, is that your authentic self is fully worthy of all the success that you see, but you have to know how to step into it and empower that. And that's why, even I had blind spots, and you can see like in the timeline back there, like there were years where I was still just trying to find my footing, trying to find my own confidence, trying to find my rhythm. And it took me being validated constantly over and over again by other people, by other outside sources, in order for me to feel it and then step into my authority and then gain those really high income months. When instead, I could have just circumvented all of that and found it within myself. And now that's what I want to do within this program, is say, hey, like all that auxiliary bullshit, you don't need it. It's in you. Let's talk about one of my current one-to-one clients, Jasmine, who has made incredible shifts when it comes to her brand. She's really stepped into the idea of being a full-time witch, because she is now, and I want to show you the difference between her messaging. So this post is one of the last sales posts for her previous program before we started working together. And I'm going to show you the different tweaks between branding confidence between this one and one that worked. The reason why this is a branding issue is because if you are confident in the problem that you solve for your niche, the numerology problem would have been easier to communicate, thus easier to fill the program. So now let's look at one that worked while we were together. So just visually, this is already cuter in my opinion, and I really feel like she stepped into her Aquarius rising when it comes to these infographics. But let's look at the text, because that's really where the brand shift is. And so that's why I'm calling in literally the women that are super serious about scaling their brand within the next 3 to 6 months, the people that are ready to make their business skyrocket, because this is the thing that is standing literally in your way, the people that are taking this brand serious, that couldn't necessarily make the one-to-one work because this is a really exclusive and intimate way to work with me while you're still getting a lot of that value. And you're not going to see a chance like this again until possibly next year, or at least September when I relaunch my one-to-one offer. So this is a really, really exciting way to get to work with me. And the early bird price is going to end tonight. So you should hop on it now. I also just included an extended early bird payment plan for the people that just really need it and really want this course. So you guys should swipe up and check that out.